All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Sports Esports Podcast. I'm your host, William, and it was a rough week for me as as a pretty good LPL predictor, I would say, at 68% in pick rate on the year. Take a look at my playoffs over here in this corner. Yikes! Yeah, it wasn't great for me, but we'll get into the games. I honestly did not check if they have the match history on the thing, so I'll do that real quick because I'm just coming out of a game actually. We were running a little late here because we were trying to finish. Me and Brian were playing a game. All right, let's see match history. Remember, we can't do the match history from. Oh, we can go to Google. That's what it was. Google LPL schedule. I forgot from last podcast. Okay, let's go from Thursday. First off, we had JDG or JD Gaming versus Team WE. In the first game, JDG coming in looked very impressive. Team WE did not look very strong at all. 16 nothing. That's not very strong at all. They shut down Mystic and Missing very hard on the bot lane, which was very surprising to me coming in. I really thought that Mystic and Missing, as well as most people, that with Team WE being as dominant as they were, getting all the way to 5th place at the end of the year, that JDG was actually going to really struggle in this game, and I thought it was specifically because Imp was going to get wrecked to Mystic. I was wrong. I'm completely wrong. Imp destroyed Mystic in this first game, which you could tell he went 7-0 and 8, and wow, they just absolutely destroyed everything about Team WE in game number 1. This was where like the red flags were showing, like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Game number 2, though, Team W came right back. Absolute blowout in the other directions. A 16, 17k gold lead. 20-6, huge blowout. Mystic popped off on the Vayne. Everything in my world is back to normal. You know, everything is totally fine. Mystic is 10-1 and 3. Mystic's going to carry Team WE to a 3-1 victory series, which I believe is what I predicted, right? Yes. Yes. Okay, so I'm feeling good after game number 2. Huge blowout. Everything just went their way. Game number 3, though. Team WE, this game was close kill wise, but it wasn't that close of a game. As you can tell, 10-2 in the towers, 2 inhibitors, 2 barons, and 4 dragons. Yeah, Team WE just got simply outmatched. Mystic didn't look very good on Kaisa. He didn't look very good in this entire series. Imp again popped off on the Vayne, 7-3 and 5. Fantastic performance by JDG as a whole, and fantastic performance by Imp especially, which is something I did not think I'd be saying. I know. He used to be he went to Worlds way back in the day, but since I've known him, he has not looked good until the last few weeks of the season he was performing better, but not compared to Mystic's level, who I put Mystic as the best ADC in the LPL coming into this series, and that he did not live up to that hype. Because in game number 4, they lost again, 10k gold lead, 27-16 in kills, 11-4 in towers. You had Mystic go 3 and 8 on the Vayne. He had a terrible, terrible series. It's unbelievable. And then Imp again, 11-3 and 14. Imp hard carried. And Lamau, Lamau, I don't know how to say his name, but he absolutely carried as well on the Fiddlesticks of all supports. I thought this was a clean win, because I hate Fiddlesticks support personally. I think it's a terrible pick, especially in pro play. Just fantastic performance all around by JDG, and they actually stomped Team WE, which I was not expecting at all. This was the biggest upset of the week for me. For some other people, biggest upset of the week would have been Sino Dragon 3-0 in EDG. I did not pick this. I picked Sino Dragon to win 3-2, though, because I had faith. This felt so vindicating for me. I had predicted since week 3, if you've been watching, EDG was not going to make playoffs. Well, they did, but they really didn't show up at all. And they only made it by 1 game, by the way. Let me point that out. I have also, since week 1, been talking about Sino Dragon being able to make playoffs as the 8th seed. They make it as the 6th seed, even though everyone else had them between 14 and 16 coming into the season. I was so excited about this team. This was by far my favorite team in the LPL this year. And yeah, I was like near scream. I couldn't watch this game at work. I literally had to save this game until I got off of work on Friday to watch it at home because I was more excited for this game than Team Liquid versus FlyQuest, to be honest. And Sino Dragon 3-0 EDG. The first game, they looked solid. Like the kills were pretty close, but they had a bit of a throw in the like mid game. I really wish we could show the match history like we can on all the other regions, but we can't sadly because the virus is on the website. We got like 3 Trojans on the website, the Chinese websites, or that my antivirus blocked. So don't want to do that again. But yeah, Zhao Peng looked phenomenal on the Olaf. Cheng Hong on the Cassiopeia looked dominant. Even Gala 3-0-6. He's been one of the best ADCs in the league as well, to be honest. iBoy actually was popping off a bit, but I thought Haro got just simply. This was simply getting out jungled completely. This is all Zhao Peng. Completely Zhao Peng dominating over Haro for the entire game 1. So game 2, EDG logically puts in Clear Love. And Zhao Peng picks up Nidalee. He didn't look as clean on the Nidalee as he usually does, but he still looked pretty dominant, to be honest. He simply out jungled Clear Love. And Cheng Hong on the top lane just destroyed Ray, which I've told you guys this whole year. Ray has been the weakness of EDG by far. He has had one of the worst years of his career. This split, I should say, one of the worst splits of his career. He's just performed so bad. I thought he's had a few shining moments, like a few games. I believe it was an Aatrox game where he just dominated. But outside of that, most of his games, he's been a liability for EDG. It's been very, very inconsistent. And Scout hasn't played up to his potential. iBoy as well has struggled. iBoy went 1-3 on the Vayne. Gala and Mark just popped off on the Xayah Rakan duo. Just such a strong lane, especially going in the Vayne. You're not gonna get Vayne to late game during that, especially because Xayah also has a pretty solid late game. And then Zhao Peng on the Nidalee. He's one of the only Nidalee players in the LPL and of all the major regions. He's pretty much one of the only ones. I believe Dragon Gate's I can't think. Jungi. He also plays it in the LMS. But outside of that, yeah, that's a Dragon Gate last place LMS jungler on the spot. I'm getting better here. Getting better here, guys. Starting to memorize all my players. But yes. Zhao Peng just absolutely dominated on Nidalee. I was very happy about it. I was so happy. I was so happy in this series. This series made my entire weekend. Next was 12-11. Like the kills were always close. Like EDG, I'll give them. They know how to scrap. They definitely know how to scrap. But what they were getting out jungled, which is so surprising to me. They put in Haro back in instead of Clearlove. I thought that was a huge mistake. I think Clearlove has a much stronger mental game from it. Maybe he was just super tilted. I don't know, but I've always considered Clearlove to have very strong mental. And I really thought they should have gone with Clearlove in game number 3. But Zhao Peng on the Rex side, even though he didn't get any kills, he was simply out jungling Haru again. He was there for his lanes. Twilla was getting fed on the Jace. He had excellent performance this series against Scout. He lost gracefully, which is very important for Twilla, as he's one of the weaker members of Sino Dragon. And Gala just popped off on the Kaisa, 5-2-4. iBoy actually had a very good game as well on the Sivir, to be fair, 4-1-4. But Gala was able to just absolutely take over the game a lot more than iBoy was. iBoy still needed like another item or two, and they just didn't get to it. And that was a 3-0 by Sino Dragon. And not only did it vindicate me that Sino Dragon deserved to be in the playoffs, but it vindicated me. I felt like that EDG did not deserve to be in the playoffs. They looked terrible, did not win a single game. I would have rather had Billy, but that's how it goes. I can't say that EDG didn't or Billy deserved it more than EDG because they obviously didn't win record wise. They lost one more game than EDG. So, but I just thought I was so disappointed when that prediction fell flat because of Billy because Tom Kench stole the damn Baron back in like week 7, week 8. Ugh, Tom Kench Baron steal with that tongue. Saved EDG season, but only got him to the playoffs and immediately eliminated. So, and if you didn't see on my YouTube channel, I did not know that they were going to be playing these 2 games this week as well. So I don't judge my stuff that I have there. Oops, that's not what I want to see. Okay. So we got. I'm glad they do my stuff there. I'll have to probably edit that out. Shit. Anyway, Let's see. Videos, comments. Okay, so here is my message that I did, and it's not showing up. So we're gonna view this on YouTube. Pause, and here we go. I should have took a screenshot of this. So my predictions, I made these predictions in the comment section of this series. And first we had RNG versus JDG, and I will say, I'm sorry guys, I picked RNG to win 3-1. Going back and even before the game started, I will say, something in my gut here felt like this prediction was wrong. I really, I really made this prediction kind of in haste for what is it called? Necessarily in haste for forgot the word. Oh, I was in my excitement and adrenaline pumping that Sino Dragon had won their series. I kind of wasn't thinking properly. I was all about, woo, my favorite teams win series. I can pick them, and I do like RNG, as you saw from how much I picked them. I should have realized that having the Dumpling Brothers of Zoom and Yagao, I think that the way RNG plays, that was a big mismatch, and it was simply. We won't go over the games just because I'm already talking about it. It was a 3-1, or 3-2. It was 3-2, so it was close, but it was a pretty much big stomp, I thought, by JDG. Even the games that RNG were winning, I didn't think they were winning that badly, if you know what I mean. Like they weren't like blowing out JDG. JDG always was having a chance in every game, where the games that JDG were winning, they were blowing out RNG a lot more. I thought Uzi had a terrible performance, and if Uzi has a bad performance, that means everyone's having a bad performance on RNG. And then, simply put, I put 3-1. It was my mistake, but if I even before the games, I don't want to say like, oh, at hindsight 2020 type deal, but even before the games, I was really thinking about changing it. I didn't want to edit it though, because honestly, I went to bed on Friday and the games had already taken place before, because I watch them not live. So if I would have gone and edited it, it would have technically been cheating, or looked like cheating. I wouldn't have not known the results, but if I would have edited it after the results had played, obviously that looks a little suspicious, as you can probably tell. like, like, yeah. So next we have, I don't even know why I have some of those things in my recommendation list. That's weird. But second though, I picked this was all heart anime plot armor heart. I picked Sino Dragon of 3-2 top esports. That is wasn't the best plan. Let's just say that. As if you watched the series this week or today, Sino Dragon got 3-0'd by top, and they were looking pretty good in game three. I will give them game three. They threw it pretty hard, sadly, but man, the first two games they didn't look close. The issues that I just glossed over is that I'm like, oh, Twilla will lose easily or gracefully tonight. Didn't happen. I'm like, oh, Chang Hong will be able to beat 369 in the battle of two rookies. He's already had like some experience now beating EDG. Didn't happen. Zhao Peng will be able to beat XX, which to be fair, I do think Zhao Peng is a better jungler than XX this split. Didn't happen. Loken will be able to beat, or Gala has been performing phenomenally with Mark, and he'll be able to beat up Loken. Nope. And Ben, nope. Didn't happen. Just straight up blowout for all of Top Sports. And congratulations to Top. I really should have picked them. I really should have. I even had Top Sports as my top 3 team with the split. I was just all in on the anime plot armor of Sino Dragon and my favorite team. You know, I just really was like, oh, let's just absolutely get. If they can beat EDG 3-0, they beat. To be fair, they did beat top 2-0 in the series in the season. But if you've watched any of my other podcasts, I don't take too much season performances, like end of season performance, as serious as some people do. Team Liquid haters. G2 as well. If you notice, G2 went 3-0. Team Liquid 3-0. We haven't seen Griffin yet, but I think they'll be fine as well. So yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Good run by Sino Dragon. I want to give them a hats off to Sino Dragon. They finished the season tied for 5th place on the year. and that is much better than even I gave them at 8th. They got the 6th seed. They finished 5th in my head, tied for 5th with RNG. Tied with RNG. Can you imagine saying that in preseason? Oh, Sino Dragon's going to tie in the record with RNG for points to go to Worlds. Phenomenal series by them. I hope they improve in the summer and this isn't just a fluke, but we'll have to see. Okay, so those were all the games this week. So this week we do have, I believe, let me check. Let me see LCS schedule. I know we have 2 series, and I think they're gonna be really good. Okay, so this is what I want to see. Let's put LPL so I can tell if there's extra games, so I can predict on the podcast. So first off, we have this sucks, by the way. As someone who watches every series, this isn't including LMS, who I believe plays 1 game on Friday, and I believe they play either Saturday or Sunday for the next game because they don't have LMS here for some reason. Next year, by the way, I will be covering these regions as well on a Friday podcast. I'm really excited for that. Not gonna probably watch them all. I'll probably do highlights on those ones, but we'll still talk about them because I just love watching League and I love seeing all players. For like when we go to Worlds in summer, I will be able to hopefully explain to you guys all the players. And if you do watch this podcast, you're like, oh, I know that team. They actually have been playing well. I've listened to the Friday podcast, so I know Supermassive's playing really well right now, or Brazil. I don't know a team in Brazil off the top of my head. But yes, we'll learn. Okay, so first. So yes, there is an LPL. That is Wednesday actually. So there's only 2 LPL series this game. No matter what, I know this now. So first we have JDG versus Fun Plus Phoenix. I don't want to sound like a hater here because I've picked wrong against JDG both times, and even though the second one, thinking back on it, I really should have picked JDG. I actually really do take pride in a lot of my picks, and I used to be I still am with all other sports like March Madness and all that, where if there's an upset in a game, I'm always looking for the upset. I don't care if it's a team outside of teams that I like Team Liquid, or in sports like any Detroit teams and stuff. I don't like seeing upset, or Michigan, Appalachian State. Don't talk to me about it. But outside of that, I love seeing underdog stories. It's my favorite story of all time. So actually, by doing predictions, I haven't liked underdog stories as much. So because I take actually offense to it in the sense that I should have seen this coming. There's always a crack in the armor sometimes for an underdog story, for the most part. 85% of the time, there's something that as an analyst you should be able to see, point out. Like JDG having the Dumpling Brothers zoom up top was going to abuse RNG top lane no matter who they played, and Yagao was actually probably going to beat Zhao as well. That one was a little more but definitely Zoom up top, who hard carried the series. To be frank, it was absolutely Zoom's domination there, and Uzi and Imp stepping up against Uzi as well was important. But long story short, I really should respect JD Gaming more than I have. However, Fun Plus Phoenix got first place, so this is the first place seed in the LPL. Not only that, this is my first place seed in all the world at the moment. So there's no way I can pick against Fun Plus Phoenix against JD Gaming. I just think Doinby is just too good of a mid laner right now that he will outclass Yagao a lot. And I think that LWX on Fun Plus Phoenix. It's LWX on Fun Plus. I'm told. See, I made this sweet thing. Man, I made the sweet call out on an LMS team that's in 8th place. Know their jungler, and then I freeze up and I can't think of the. Yeah, LWX. I got it right. Okay. I just wasn't confident in myself there. But yes, I think LWX and Crisp and TN, I think, is just. Oh man, I just really think that Fun Plus Phoenix is going to beat JDG. I should jump into this hype train JDG because I think they're looking really well. But honestly, coming into this playoffs, like I said, I predicted Team WE to beat them 3-1. I will give JDG the respect that they deserve and give them a graceful loss of 3-2 against FunPlus Phoenix. I really think this is going to be a much closer series than I would have said last week. I would have said 3-0 because I thought JDG was the worst team in the playoffs, to be honest. I really did. I really thought they were the worst team in the playoffs. I was kind of sad they got it instead of Billy Billy. I thought Billy Billy would have done better, but I was clearly wrong there. And that is my mistake. But yeah, I would say 3-2 FunPlus Phoenix here. 3-2. Next, we have IG versus Top Sports. Top looked so good against Sino-Dragon. It looked phenomenal against EDG. It's kind of one of those things. Is EDG that bad? Did Sino-Dragon get lucky? Did they just catch EDG off guard? And then, or is, because EDG's been very inconsistent all year, in my opinion. I saw that, I believe it was Raz or Clement put EDG as the second best team in China because of what they did against IG. Bold. Not to throw people under the bus because I had JDG as the worst team, and you can see how that worked for me. And I picked Sino-Dragon to beat Top Sports, so I don't know shit either. But I think that was very bold. I think of how inconsistent EDG's been. They've had some phenomenal looking games. They've had a lot of bad games as well. So, but anyway, let's talk IG Top Sports. Top Sports is coming in really high at that 3-0 series. I've gained a lot of confidence back in top. However, IG, if they wouldn't have lost to FunPlus Phoenix, I would have them as the number one team right now in the world. Easily, hands down. I still want to even put them as the number one team, to be honest. I just can't with due to respect to FunPlus Phoenix, as they got first. Not only did they get first in the LPL, they won the head-to-head against IG. You would have to put that team ahead of them in a power rankings in that scenario. You know what I'm saying? I just think IG is better. I don't know what. I'm just a huge IG fanboy, I guess. I picked them to go 15-0 in the series. I don't know, man. I love this IG team. I think having the Shy, you have Duke as a backup, who would be phenomenal on any other team. You have the Shy, who is like the best jungler, or best top laner in the world, jungler. You have Ning, who is one of the best junglers in the world, in my opinion. You have Rookie, another best mid laner in the world. You have like three, your top side of the map, you have three people who are in the top 5 easily in the world. Probably top 3 in the world at all 3 positions there. Not only that, you have Jackie Love, who I think is one of the best ADCs in the world, and Baolan, also one of the better. It's like top 3, top 5 for Jackie Love, top 10 for Baolan. So it's almost like in the Team Liquid sense where people make fun of Impact being the weak link. Again, it's Baolan who's like the weak link of IG, top 10 support in the world by far. Phenomenal player. So it's no flame there when I say he's the weak link of IG. I really do not mean that in any with any flame behind it. I really think you can argue he's top 10, maybe in top 5 support in the entire world, and that shouldn't be. It's just his teammates are that good as well. So I've really got to go IG beating Top Sports. I think that Oh, I got something stuck in my throat there. I think that IG will be able to defeat Top Sports, and I think that they're going to beat them 3-1. I'll give one game to Knight carrying through the mid lane. That's against a rookie, so it's really hard for that to happen as well. But I'll give Knight the one victory, but that's it. I got IG win this one 3-1. And I'm going to be honest, guys, unless they look bad against Top, I got IG easily making MSI. I was really excited for this top 4 for China, and I had RNG instead of JDG, but I think IG is just a step above all of them. I really do. I think that where other teams have very blatant, obvious flaws mechanically and strategy-wise, IG has flaws as well. I just think they just out-mechanic everyone, no matter what. It's like it's a situation where they have more mechanics on all 5 players. They're better mechanically than all 5 of the players on your team. And you can strategize as much as you want for that, but at the end of the day, if a team is just simply flat out better at all 5 positions, it is very hard to win a best of 5 against that team. So with that, I think that will be all for my podcast here. Well, thank you guys for watching. Next week will not be our last week, as we have one more. Next week will be our last week for every other podcast, but we will come back Sunday, April 21st as well for IG versus Top Sports or IG. Somewhat, if my prediction goes right, IG versus Fun Plus Phoenix for the finals and the series number 3 as well. Nope, nope, just kidding. Is that no? April 20th will be. Yeah, we'll only have one podcast. I'm confused with my life. No, we'll have two. We'll have two. I was just a crazy person there. But thank you guys for coming to watch. I'm a little crazy. I'm going to go back to playing some ranked games because if I win my next game, I'll have all 3 of my accounts to gold. Ooh. But yeah, we'll get them all to plat this season for sure. Hoping to get all the plat, maybe 1 diamond. I've never been diamond. I know I'm a scrub. Sorry. But thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow for NA or talk about Team Liquid. Woo! And TSM. Nah. See you guys.